Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day around here. This one's going out to Samsung Ham, who says we were his only dearly missed program after he killed his cable connection years ago. He's happy that EP is back. We're happy that you're back, and this rundown is all yours. The filmmaker behind one of the best Marvel movies is bringing his talents over to the DC universe. Variety and The Hollywood Reporter claim that Avengers 1 and 2 director Joss Whedon is in final talks to write, direct, and produce a Batgirl movie. No official announcements have been made, so there's a chance the deal could fall through, but Whedon seems like the perfect filmmaker for the job. He obviously knows a lot about superheroes and has created strong female action heroes of his own, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so taking on Batgirl makes a lot of sense. If he does sign on, it would be his first time working on a major DC Comics-related project. The only other time he worked in the DC universe was for a single issue of the 2006 comic series Superman Batman, where he was one of many credited writers. There's another reason DC and Warner Brothers might be interested in Joss Whedon. They're hoping to get their movie universe back on track after the poor reception of Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad, and Whedon could be just what they need. His debut Avengers movie was arguably the first truly great film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so maybe he'll work the same magic on the DC universe. At the very least, he would help bring in some humor, which has been sorely lacking. You know, we'll be paying very close attention to this story as things develop, and I'll be talking about this in our live end-of-the-week wrap-up later today, so make sure you catch that. The Total War and Warhammer franchises are getting back together again. Sega and their subsidiary, the Creative Assembly, have announced Total War Warhammer 2, a sequel to last year's hit crossover game. Like its predecessor, the sequel will combine everything fans love about the Total War and Warhammer franchises, offering massive turn-based battles and resource management with the visceral style of the Warhammer universe. This time around, players will get to conquer a new continent, the vast and more primal New World, which should be familiar to Warhammer fans. Total War Warhammer 2 will launch on the PC later this year, although a more precise release window has not been named. This isn't the only new Warhammer game on the way. Another big Sega subsidiary, Relic Entertainment, is about to deliver a third entry in their hit Dawn of War series, featuring the more futuristic Warhammer 40,000 setting. That will deploy on April 27th. More new details have come in about Destiny 2, some of them good, some of them not so good. Let's start with the good news. Following the release of the first official trailer yesterday, Bungie has confirmed rumors that the game will be coming to the PC alongside the PS4 and Xbox One versions. This will be the first time the PC Master Race will be able to enter the Destiny universe, as the first game was a console exclusive. The PC version will arrive on the same day as the PS4 and Xbox One version, September 8th. For those of you who want to play it a bit sooner, Bungie will be holding a beta test this summer. It will be open to everyone, but those who pre-order the game will be able to get in a bit sooner. Now, here's the bad news. Bungie has revealed that your progress from the first game will not carry over to the second. You'll be able to transfer your character's appearance, but all of the loot and leveling up that you've done will be left behind. This is sure to be a big disappointment for longtime players, especially given that back when the first game launched, Bungie said they were planning to make progress carry over in future games. I guess they changed their minds, so players will have to decide for themselves if they want to jump back in with a clean slate.
Well, better get back to it.
Looks like the co-creator of the Oculus Rift isn't so lucky after all. Palmer Luckey, the co-founder of Oculus and one of the minds behind the Oculus Rift virtual reality headset, has officially left the company. Luckey co-founded Oculus VR in 2012 and made a fortune when the company was acquired by Facebook in 2014. His departure comes on the heels of a massive court loss for the company, where they were ordered to pay $500 million to Bethesda Softworks' parent company, ZeniMax Media. Luckey himself received bad publicity last year after posting controversial political statements online, which he later apologized for negatively impacting the perception of Oculus and its partners. It's unclear if his departure was his decision or something that came down from the higher-ups at Facebook. In a public statement, Facebook says that Luckey will be dearly missed, but it's impossible to know what they're saying behind the scenes. Netflix has apparently gone all out for this year's April Fool's Day. Earlier today, the streaming giant quietly unveiled a new show called Netflix Live, hosted by actor Will Arnett. It's nothing fancy. All it is a solitary, depressed, and cynical version of Arnett narrating footage of common household appliances like microwaves and toasters.
Toasters are one of the great kitchen appliances, in that you can put something in it. You can put an object in there, a type of food, and it comes out as an entirely different type of food. because I don't consider toast and bread to be the same thing.
He also observes and narrates everyday occurrences, like someone trying to parallel park.
You're 100 feet from the curb. Unless you're putting a ramp down and somebody's wheeling out of there, you're in rough.
And a thumb wrestling competition that is later revealed to be between Adam Sandler and the actress who plays Barb on Stranger Things.
I haven't seen any actual scoring happening. There's nobody winning and or losing. There's just a lot of thumbs moving around.
Despite the title, Netflix Live isn't actually live. It's only about 45 minutes of pre-recorded video, and this is apparently all an elaborate April Fool's joke.
People would watch this 24/7.
That means the show will probably be taken offline tomorrow after April Fool's Day is over, so you better check it out while you still can.
Holy shit! I would, if I was a police officer, I would pull this I would immediately stop them, say, "Stop! Get out of the car!" And I'd take scissors out and I would cut their license in half in front of them, and I'd be like, "No, fucking walk! You're done forever. You're never getting your license back."
The makers of the online fighting game For Honor have decided that it's best to give players what they want. Ubisoft has released a new patch for the game which increases the amount of in-game currency, known as steel, that players can earn. Steel income for all matches has been increased by 25%, with daily orders getting a 33% increase and side orders going up by 50%. These changes apply to all versions of the game, and Ubisoft says this will raise the average player's income by as much as 45% overall. They're doing this in response to a recent controversy surrounding the game. Many players have been complaining that the game is too stingy with its steel drops, making it too hard and time-consuming to be able to earn new items and gear. This was causing many players to just give in and buy more steel with real-life money, which is something more typical of a mobile game. Hopefully the changes will satisfy fans. And another recent gaming controversy hasn't been fixed just yet. BioWare has issued a public statement regarding the bugs and other problems with their latest game, Mass Effect Andromeda. The studio says that they're listening to the feedback and are working around the clock on solutions to improve the game. They haven't named any specific plans, but say they'll share their immediate plans on Tuesday, April 4th. Fans are going to be anxious to hear what they have to say. Mass Effect Andromeda launched last week and has received loads of criticism for its many crippling bugs and wooden character animations, so hopefully it won't take BioWare too long to make things right. The controversy is the last thing the Mass Effect franchise needed after the reception of Mass Effect 3, which had an ending that disappointed many players, forcing BioWare to change it after launch. We'll let you know what BioWare has to say next week. That wraps us up for the rundown today. Remember, there's lots to see here, so poke around on our channel, will you? And remember, I'm going to be live with our end of the week wrap-up, so come back for Vic's Basement.